This may be the least romantic breakup in history. When your child trades you in for a dorm room. There'll never be another breakup quite like this, with hurtful statements and grieving the little cherubs they used to be. For example, some of the comments you may hear, if you have some good ones, please drop us a line. I'd love to hear.
Oh my God.
I'm just thinking, like, this is what I've heard in my office and in my own home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm never coming back.
Never.
Not coming back.
Nope.
Really?
Okay.
Because does the dorm food and house you over the holidays? It's my question. I think that's a legit question.
It's a legit question.
Will your meal plan that I'm paying for, I'm not going to bring that up though, because that's going to make him even more angry to point out that I'm paying for all this. So really? Are we that independent?
I know.
I'm not bringing that up. I won't
Nope.
say that because that's going to really piss him off.
Right. Sarcasm doesn't work in these situations.
It does not.
No.
It is usually
you can say
like,
it to me or the audience.
Like as soon as he walks out the door, I look at my husband, or like you, I'll say,
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah. So that $8,000 plan we're paying for that feeds you twice a day, plus you get this bonus bucks where you got a convenience store, a coffee shop, a delicatessen to go to.
Maybe some pizza places. I don't know.
You can use your card.
Sure.
Okay, so so you're never coming back.
Yep.
So my supportive statement, I do not say what I think.
You hold that in.
I hold that in.
Idea.
I hold it in.
Solid
I hold
good
it
point.
in.
Yep.
And I'm just like, that is awesome. You can live 365 days a year in a closet with communal showers and sharing space with other people. That's what I would say.
Yes.
And then in the back of my head, I'm like, when you've never shared a room in your life and you have a bathroom that you share with your sister, or, most families that you share with a couple other people.
Yeah.
It is not like communal showering.
Nope.
You got to carry that shower caddy.
Oh my God, I hated that. I think that was one of my least favorite parts of the college experience was communal showers.
Shower caddy.
You always had to have your flip-flops because you can't go in there with the bare feet. So
he's
you
going
never.
in bare feet. Mine was going in bare feet.
Yeah, I'm sure there are some kids that do that. That grossed me out.
Oh yeah.
But again, your house is just terrible.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's like a prison almost.
No one wants to live here. It's terrible.
Well, that's another one. That's a good one.
No one wants to live here?
No. Not fun.
What?
Yeah.
The air conditioned, heat, refrigerator filled with your favorites?
Yeah.
Your favorite
trips
meals?
to Costco.
Yeah, unlimited trips to Costco.
Unlimited.
What do you just put it on Alexa's list? I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm your DoorDash.
Yes. Yep.
Your favorite meals being prepared? Sharing a washer and dryer with only 3 other people?
Yep.
Large living spaces you don't have to share?
Yeah.
Your own bathroom, or a bathroom you share with only another person?
Yeah.
A kitchen with a dishwasher, stove, fridge,
Yep.
filled with spices?
Yep.
Clearly terrible.
It's
terrible. Like, why would anyone want to live here?
Yep.
It's deplorable.
Yeah.
How have you survived the last 18 years in this deplorable living condition?
Yeah.
This is what you want to say. Don't say that.
Don't say that.
You're like, yeah, I get it, man. I feel you.
You're ready to go.
You're ready to go.
You're
It's
ready
time to
to
go.
go.
You're ready to set your own pace here.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. These are a bunch combined. You're so annoying. Then the body language, even they might not say it out loud. The eye rolls, the grunts.
Oh yeah.
One word answers.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You're annoying.
Oh, constantly feeling you're the most annoying human in the world.
Yeah.
Constantly holding back. Oh, I can only ask 1 or 2 questions. If I ask 3,
yeah,
I'm gonna get.
Oh yeah, you better limit those questions.
And it better be the ones you want answered, because man, you ask too many, you're done for the day.
That's actually a tip. That's a tip
for
these kids. Pro tip is keep it simple and minimal. You cannot make every interaction.
No.
50 questions. Okay, sorry, go on.
No, you're right. You're absolutely correct, because you're going to lose them.
You're going to lose them after that.
What's your top 2 questions of the day?
That's it.
And old school parenting, like, this is BS. Like, no, you're under my roof. That doesn't work anymore.
No.
It doesn't work anymore. And when they're going through this process,
Mm-hmm.
it's exactly where they should be. If any of this sounds familiar, they're not becoming monsters, sociopaths. They're flailing about.
Mm-hmm.
Badly, loudly, full volume, they're flailing. This is a podcast where you take your teenager's worst behavior and we're going to turn it into like a TED Talk about evolutionary biology.
Mm-hmm.
They are right on developmental targets. If you're seeing this, they're doing what they need to do to minimize the grief of transitioning out of childhood into quasi-adulthood.
Yes.
They're cutting the apron strings and leaving their safety zone.
They sure are.
Most won't admit, but they're grieving and scared, and that is totally
normal.
Okay and normal. Yep. When you frame it like this in your head,
yes,
it makes it a little easier with eye rolls, or the like, oh, I don't want to ask too many questions. Maybe you're walking on eggshells. But when you frame it as like, they're shutting a huge door.
They are.
That's scary.
They're losing friends, saying goodbye to friends.
Yes.
This is a big transition for them.
They're moving out of this safe space that is terrible for them right now. They have to make that terrible. Because they're getting ready to move into a space that might be terrible.
Yeah.
It could be a room the size of what we're in.
Yeah.
With another person.
Yes. 2 beds, 2 desks, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
2 closets.
2 closets that are small.
Very small.
Yep.
So try to have some patience, but today what we're going to talk about is soiling the nest.
Welcome to Fit Mind Chats. Get comfortable. Join us in our virtual therapy office and get ready to gain insight into motivation that drives behaviors you don't understand. I'm Sarah Delavella, and we are the owners of Fit Mind Cleveland, a mental health private practice in Cleveland, Ohio, with grounded therapists that are approachable and meet you where you're at in life. A place where you can see your strength and grow in your greatness.
I'm Abby Smeedy, an independently licensed clinical counselor, and today we're going to define soiling the nest and this idea.
Yes.
So some child development folks and family therapists, and myself included, talk about it, that as kids get closer to leaving home, they subconsciously start picking fights.
Oh, they do. And they're doing this so that it makes it easier to leave the nest. It is easier to probably be angry for some and to say, if I don't feel as close to you, I will have less of a difficult time leaving you.
Absolutely. It's almost like when you're breaking up.
Yes.
When you're still in that phase of breaking up with a boyfriend, you might find everything they do so annoying. Critical.
What do? You roll your eyes at them.
Yeah.
You sigh. You ghost them.
Yes.
You don't want to respond to them. You're leading. You are basically setting the pathway for your breakup.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing with us now.
What they're doing.
And this is how they know how to break up. This is how they know to cut the tie.
You know what they're maybe not great at? Identifying their feelings.
Yes.
They might avoid them altogether.
For sure. Oh. Yeah.
So instead of saying, okay, this is really scary and I'm losing my friends, or at least they're moving away, right? They're going away. We're not going to be together like we used to be. Everything that I knew for the last 4 years, maybe longer if you've if you've been in the same school district for the last 18.
Yeah.
So this is a really big transition for them, and they are going out on their own. And they really are. They're going to meet a whole bunch of new people.
They are. And there's a huge safety net. People are like, oh my God, it's college. And there's a huge safety net. But still, they're not coming home every night.
They are not.
To their beds.
Nope.
This room they may have had for the last 18 years.
Yes. Yes, for some.
Yeah. Some kids, my kids have lived in the same house since they were born.
Yes. Same with mine.
So this is the only bedroom they've known. This is the only refrigerator, besides spending that at other people's houses, but like extended periods of time.
And this is a part of the process of formulating your own identity. Mm-hmm. This is not like the first time you've actually seen it happen.
Yeah.
It happens after our kids hit puberty. Yeah. As they're trying to differentiate themselves from you as parents for themselves. They're saying, who am I? Because now I want to assert who I am, and I'm not sure who I am.
Right.
So now I might actually like do the exact opposite of what I think you're doing.
Right.
Right. Because I'm trying to figure out, what do I believe?
Right.
Well, you're this. Well, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
Right. So they question you.
And I think this is where I made a giant parenting mistake. Okay. This is something I want to go back with my kids one day. Mm-hmm. Izzy still has a shot because she's only a freshman.
Yeah, you still got time.
I still got time to repair this. But like, I feel like for me, I was too maybe controlling. I gave them choices, but like I had an idea of who I thought that I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
And I enforced that and guided them in that direction, and feel like if I could go back, I would step away from that. And I would also not let my anxiety dictate how I parented.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my anxiety would change. So I just was on Power School. I see you didn't turn this in. That was my anxiety.
Oh yeah.
And I let that, and I feel like that damaged the relationship. And I feel like in college, this is going to be his set free, because it's like, you're not here. You're not checking my grades.
And you know what? Fair enough. I think that's probably a really good reframe, even for parents who are like planning for their kids. Obviously, hopefully all of us are planning for our kids to go to college. But part of it is reminding yourself that if you're really anxious, you've got to pause and ask yourself, what are you anxious about?
Right.
It is okay for them to stumble. It's okay for them to get a C.
Absolutely.
It's okay for them to get a D. We have to let them have a little bit of that like identity formation for themselves. And it really does start around like, Erickson would say around like 12, I think 12, 13,
for sure.
like right around the
For sure.
puberty mark. And they are going to start wanting to be like, I'm not you, you're not me. My friends are more important. I'm going to be separate and distinct.
Yes.
They still sometimes come back, which is good. They will come back and kind of like need you in certain ways.
Right.
But then they're going to push off. Lisa D'Amour has this sort of symbolic like pool. You're the pool.
Yeah.
Your kids might come back over to you, rest at the side of the pool. That's when you're so happy. Like when I get like a little bit of a hug from Gianna, I'm like, oh my God, this is the best ever. And her hugs are really like not really hugs. She's very uncomfortable with hugging. But then when she's done, sometimes it's like when your kid pushes off the side of the pool,
yeah,
right, to get into that middle, she sometimes will like be like, okay, gross, you're grossing me out. You know what I mean? Like it can't be done like, thanks, Mom, I love you. It's and we laugh and we move on, right? Yeah. So half of the battle is, and I mean with all of us in parenting, is what are my issues and what are my kids?
Absolutely. And figuring it out. I almost feel like I should have had more kids. Because I'm sorry for my oldest. Like you were the sacrificial lamb.
Aren't we all kind of sad because we cut our teeth with our first one,
right?
And we don't do it very well,
right?
That's just like the reality,
right?
Our second, if you have more, you might feel like you get better and better and better. I too only have two, so I think Lucy's reaping the benefits of a much more relaxed parent,
absolutely,
because Gianna got the more psycho one,
that
was like, what are you doing? You're not going. You are coming home at this exact time. And if you are not there, I mean, like, you have to have rules and you have to have boundaries. But did I have to overreact because I was so anxious? No.
And that's what drives the behavior. And when you're reacting to your child doing certain things, and I feel like I've damaged the relationship, and we're going to have to go back and repair this.
Yeah, you can repair.
And the way to kind of do that is like when they're at college, I'm not going to look at grades.
Yes.
I'm going to call one time a month. That was the agreement.
I love that for you and for him.
It's great. And like, but also I will probably send something to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, but like, it's probably going to be cookies, or it's going to be like,
I think that's a great idea.
Very,
something he likes.
Yes. A great therapist told me, he's like, write a letter. Yeah. Write a letter and just say, hey man, thinking of you, and a picture of the dog.
There you go.
I could text that, but like,
Amen.
I don't even know if he knows how to get mail.
We jokingly said Abby is gonna go like be in a tree with her binoculars.
Yes, watching,
and she's decided against that. I'm glad you decided against that. Yeah, you will fall out of that tree anyway and probably break something.
It'll be awful.
It'll be
break
awful.
a hip.
So
then we'd have to do this from a hospital room.
Yes,
terrible.
And I think that's like a good reminder is letting go.
Right.
Like this is a good thing.
Awesome.
They're going to be more independent, but they're doing it in a very structured environment.
And they're gonna screw up. I screwed up.
Yes.
I was a mess.
Oh my God, I know.
And that's okay. And I feel like getting used to that. But I feel like really like looking back and saying what behavior was driven by my own anxiety, my own appearances that we wanted to have.
Yes.
Like, oh, we look like such a good family.
Yes.
You're such a good kid.
Aren't we all worried about?
Like you're such. Yeah. And I mean, like he was such a I'm so blessed. He was such a laid back kid.
Yeah.
They kind of let it happen, and I feel terrible because I feel like I kind of squashed identity. So at college, this is where this identity is going to be formed, and he has every right to be mad.
Yes,
like every right to be snarky and like, girl, like.
Well, and here's the other side of this: is that sometimes parents engage in soiling the nest.
Oh yeah.
So even parents, sometimes as you are preparing for your kid, you are touchier at the little things about your kid might annoy you more.
Yes.
You may not recognize that like their behaviors, like you're more irritated by them. You're being a little snarkier, maybe towards them. It could also be you struggling with that detachment process. Yes. And so
it's that theory. If leaving home feels sad, that's hard. But if leaving home feels like escaping a household, and it feels like I'm setting them free, it's a much easier way.
It's an easier way for all of us. And if you're kind of like, oh my gosh, they're driving me crazy right now. Will it be a little easier to drop them off? Yeah. So also know this is all very typical behavior.
Yes.
If you're struggling too with some more irritability, for some parents, that's not what they're experiencing. They're like, spend more time with me, which is also normal.
They don't want to.
They don't want to. So during the soiling of the nest period, don't take it personally.
And give it space. Yeah. Like this is such a huge transition, and this is science-backed data that reinforces everything we're kind of saying here. It's just a tough thing, but like a lot of parents too, like subconsciously you're also dealing with, this is the last time my house is actually their full-time home, where they're here.
Home.
They may come back.
They might, yeah.
And, you know,
but it will be for a period of
it'll
time.
be for a period of time. It's never going to be like that first 18 years. And subconsciously, you're dealing with that. That's a grief process for you. So, I mean, you're soiling, as you just said.
Yeah, sometimes parents soil too.
You'll also be soiling the nest. And, you know, that's real normal.
Yeah, I think being really aware of your feelings, you said it, you do not want to pepper them with a lot of questions, especially when they're crying. They want to spend time with their friends. They want to be away from the house. They are also preparing.
They're practicing.
They are practicing. They want to be out with their friends. Don't take that personally. For the people who are like, I really want to spend more time with my child, I get it, but you're going to have to like maybe moderate some of your expectations of that based on the fact that they are also leaving like a whole life that they knew. That was their high school life, their high school friends, their friend group. It will change as they know it. From here on out, even their high school friends, when they come back from college, it changes for them.
It does.
It's not the same friendship. It's not every day, see you in the morning, leave at the, have lunch together, then go to whatever your respective extracurriculars you're doing. Like, it's different.
Right.
Their life is
it's completely different.
Completely different.
And also, they're moving in a place. In my 4 years, 5 at OU, were the best of my life. You walk out your door, there's something always going on.
Yes.
Your house can't compete with that.
No
one wants to go to the park and throw a frisbee with you. Like, they want to do it with friends or go to, we went to Stroud's Run. If you're an OU person, you know what that is. It's a really crusty, gross, muddy lake that we would go to and pretend it was like the Pacific.
Yes.
But like stuff like that. And I mean, it's really hard not to personalize it, but all I can say is don't personalize it. And like, when you ask questions, I try to think now, like, is this question going to imply that they don't know what they're doing? If it is, I'm going to pull it back because I don't want to give them the message that they don't know what they're doing.
I think that's a really that self kind of awareness is really important. That helps you maybe discern like, hey, or even like throw out a disclaimer. Maybe you've already thought of this, but have you gotten X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
And maybe they go, no. And you go, okay, cool. Don't follow that up with sarcasm like, see, that's why you need me. You know what I mean?
That's what you want to say, but like they don't need you. They have a way of doing it.
They're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And if they forget something, really, thank God, there's stores everywhere.
Amazon.
There's
ways to get it. I know, like, my son's going to kill you. If he listens, he probably doesn't. But, like, we were leaving on Saturday. Not one piece of clothing has been washed or packed. It looks like a bomb went off in his room. Not because he's packing, just natural. But you know what? I am doing my best not to. I've already been annoying about, like, oh, are you going to do laundry? Eye roll. Okay, seriously, like, now I'm implying that you can't do your laundry, which you can.
Yes.
I am having some anxiety about this because I'm a control freak, but because I'm like, if we are leaving Saturday morning, that freaking dryer is running, and we are waiting for clothes to dry to get this car out of here, I'm going to lose my shit.
I know.
I'm going to try not to.
Yeah. It's funny to me because there are times where I think I've underestimated my oldest or my youngest. And then I'm shocked at like when I come home and there's laundry going because she just knew she needed to do some laundry.
And that's what he does. He'll do it in the middle of the night. We'll all take it in. It just gets started.
And so take some deep breaths. Like they are a lot more functional than
they're able to do it.
They can do this stuff.
And you're grieving that you don't need to do it for them anymore. Everyone doesn't want to do anyone's laundry, but there's a secret part of us that want to nurture and help. That's not nurturing or helpful because they need to do it on their own. But there's a piece of it that makes you feel like you're taking care of them.
That might be your love language.
I'm taking care of them.
Yes. I do their laundry and I fold it for them. And then I
don't do any of that. They fold and do, but I cook like, D, he wants dinner at 9 o'clock. Let me get the leftovers out. Like I'm rushing around. And Jimmy's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it is my last week to do this.
Yeah.
And he's packed his lunch since 4th grade, packed his own lunch. His senior year, I packed his lunch. I'm like, this is the last time.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I know you can pack your lunch. You've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I want to pack your lunch because I feel like this is my last time to do it with you. This is me grieving you.
Yes.
This is my process. And it was weird. It was packing a lunch every day.
I mean, that's like, but those are the little things that, oh God, Chris and I just talked about this. Like, you don't know the last time you change a diaper is. You never know when it's your last. But one day it is. And all of a sudden you're like, when was the last diaper I changed? Couldn't tell you. Nor did I mark it in my mind. But there's a grief that comes along with that. It's like the last time you ever have to pack a lunch. The last time you have to run it up to the high school because they forgot it.
Oh, that's
All of those things are a part of our grieving process. And this is a whole new phase for them and for us. And now the relationship dynamics change.
It does.
Like figuring out, you're sort of you're adjusting. You're adjusting to, they are now young adults.
Yes.
They're in the infancy of their adulthood.
Yes.
I think
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So, signs your child is soiling the nest.
Yes.
Sign 1. Sudden aggressive expertise. I love how that's worded.
Oh, aggressive expertise.
Your child has never cooked a meal in their life, and now they're explaining to you at length why your seasoning technique is actually disgusting. This can be on anything, on your driving, your decorating. It can be about your breathing, the way you chew. Pretty much anything you do, there's an aggressive opinion about it.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Sign number 2, the historical grievance dump.
Oh, God.
Out of nowhere, you're getting retaliated for a birthday party decision for 3rd grade. I like this.
Why did you choose Pump It Up?
You remember how you made that awful sign for me that I hate? No, I don't remember doing that.
I thought that was really special.
Yeah. Or you were not around enough.
Oh, God.
Being overly involved. Too much.
I've had that in the same sentence.
Yeah, okay, yes, that's... And then you think in your head, how is that possible? I was both not around and around too much.
Yeah, was I?
Yep, that's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, I'm not going to put a picture of him of myself in his dorm.
Yeah,
that'd be overly. But that would mean, is that me being overly involved but yet not there? I don't know that statement, and you might hear that. Some of the stuff you're going to hear.
Yep.
The choice of outfit in elementary school pics.
Oh,
that was not my son at all. But I guarantee he's going to come at me.
I never picked him.
Really?
Well, maybe I did in the early years, but I always was like, well, what do you want?
It was
this would be cute. This is cute.
Or I guess I let her pick too. He didn't care. But I guess I let her pick, but it was clothes that I had bought.
Yeah, it's clothes that we
Why
bought.
did you let me wear My Little Pony? Or whatever the shirt might be.
Yeah. Yep. Any mistakes that you made that were proof that you were not a good parent.
Oh, there's many.
And guess what, guys? We are not. We are human.
Yeah.
We make mistakes. So
I never claimed to be.
I always laugh and I'll be like, I know. Sometimes I really sucked.
And I love that because I do that all the time because nothing takes the heat out of something where you're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you say like, yeah, I'm so human and I made some mistakes. Sorry about that.
Correct. That was a terrible choice. I hope you learn from my terrible choice.
Do better.
I hope you do better.
You've learned from me making some mistakes.
If you haven't, you're going to come to me. Hopefully as an adult, I'll be like, remember when I forgot you at practice?
Yeah.
I just never picked you up.
I actually did forget Lucy. So
who doesn't forget their kids?
She ever remembers that though. She is not quite hit puberty, so I don't know that that will come.
Those memories all come flooding back at puberty of all the times you forgot to pick them up.
Yep.
Or maybe the practice you forgot to go to.
Yeah, maybe the one thing that I didn't go to, because I mean, I try to attend everything, but
you had some kind of girls' weekend, and you're
yes.
like, I sacrificed, and they're like, yeah,
you weren't there.
When we won the championship, you weren't there because you were on a
girls' trip.
It wasn't a championship meet; it was a regular everyday meet.
Just an everyday one. Yep.
I got video of it all.
Yeah.
Every mother was sending me stuff.
Right, the whole family was there. They actually sent me tons of pictures. Yeah.
They celebrate. I'm not in any of those pictures. I'm grieving not being in the pictures with you. But
yeah, quite frankly, I miss those too.
Yeah.
But also we are adults and we have to live. So yeah.
Sign 3. Everything about the house is unbearable.
Okay. Yeah.
The couch isn't comfortable.
Oh yeah.
The dinner schedule is. I'm not eating with the family. 6 o'clock, ridiculous dinner time. I'm not eating till 10. Okay.
That is so true. Family movie night is a no-go. Always.
Never.
Doesn't matter, even if they like doing that 3 months ago.
Yeah, that's not happening. No. And mind you, Izzy and I are not movie watchers, so it's not a thing. But if we would suggest, I just want to spend some final time before my son goes, and I'm like, hey, want to watch some South Park?
Yes.
I hate South Park.
Oh yeah.
But he's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to throw it out. I just want.
You're going to feel very rejected.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about that? You're
rejected.
Just going to feel really rejected. They are not. This is super what they have to do to get out of that house.
I think it's important to throw it out there and offer.
I agree.
Because I'm going to tell you what, when he comes back in 20 years, you didn't try to spend time with me. Bullshit, I didn't. I offered to watch South Park. I offered to take you to lunch. I offered.
We're recording this online.
Yeah.
So actually, you have proof.
Yeah. In 20 years, we come back and say, I didn't care and try to
you'd be like,
spend time. Oh, son.
I did all sorts of things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I did. And that's maybe not the way to handle it.
Maybe not.
But I think at that point, you're an adult. You can handle me coming at you.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Sign 4. The door silent Olympics. Somehow their door has been never wait, somehow their door has never been louder, and yet the
Slamming.
communication has never been quieter. I see sneaking about the house, avoiding any contact at all costs.
I don't have a slammer. I don't have any slammers
I
in our
don't.
house. But I have the
I
sneaking
have.
about, avoiding, slithering through the house.
Just trying to quietly get to where he needs to go.
You can totally get in our kitchen like 2 ways.
Yes.
And then you're slithering in. If you slither in the back way, you can
You won't
slither.
see it.
You won't
Yep.
see anybody. The
Yep.
fridge you'll see. But
Yep.
the slithering, like avoiding all contact.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is like they're slithering, you're like, how you doing? And jumping
Yeah.
out in front of them. No, don't
What
do
are you
that.
doing?
What?
You
Want
get
a
some
snack?
food? Yeah.
Snack? Can I make something?
Yeah.
Peanut butter crackers?
Let them be invisible. Every
Yeah,
now
just ignore.
and if they make eye contact, be like, smile.
It's like a cat.
It's like a cat. Your kid's like a cat.
Yeah. You just kind of leave them alone.
Yeah, let them be.
They're
Let them be.
slithering. They're slithering because they don't want to talk to you.
They don't.
And what's going to make them even more is if every time you see them, and I've made this mistake so many times, because they stop talking to you. So when you do see them, you're like, hey, I was just wondering,
Yes.
like, what are we doing about this? And there's
Oh my
like
God,
head explodes,
absolutely.
like, I can't think about that right now. You've just unloaded on them
I know.
35 questions in under 30 seconds because like your anxiety shoots. Once again, that
Yeah.
anxiety shoots, and I need answers to these things.
Yes.
How am I going to manage this?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want at the store?
Yep.
If they don't put it on the list, you don't get it.
Get it.
They can run up to the store, they can drive
Yep.
or walk or ride their bike.
And I think a lot of parents would say, yeah, but I don't want them to be like, you never asked me what I want. And I will say, well, you can say, I do. You just don't ever answer me. Like,
Right.
hey, our kids are, I don't know about you. My kids are attached to their phones, and yet somehow they never respond to my text messages. Well,
Never.
I think Lucy's better. Gianna, not so much.
Isn't
But-
will respond.
I don't understand because now here's the good news. I have like documentation of, did you get blah, 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 and then no answer. And then she'll be like, we never did. And I'm like, I know I
Oh.
asked you though. I did ask you several times.
And you
So-
were really annoyed in the eye rolls.
You were super annoyed by me. So,
Yeah, and I get
you know.
that. And yeah, and then allowing, not having your anxiety take over, and and allowing the natural consequences to
Yeah.
happen. Like, on Saturday morning, we might be packing dirty clothes
Yeah.
into
that's
bags
true.
and just shoving them in.
I know.
And we're going dirty.
God. You're going dirty. And then
There's
you
a
need
song.
to have-
I'm going to play Riding
Yes.
Dirty.
Yeah.
The riding dirty, because we got dirty clothes. And like your first experience is going to be this crappy college washer
know.
and dryer. But that's okay. Like,
that you'll probably pay for. I feel like you have to pay for it in college too.
I think
No,
we
not
don't-
there.
Well, I think at liberal arts we don't because
Okay.
it's expensive. I think I could be
Okay.
wrong. I mean, maybe he's gonna have to get some change. I don't know how
Yeah.
to do that.
I don't either.
But like, not my problem. And like in the past, I would make that my problem. It's not my problem. This is
No,
not my
it's
issue.
not.
Like once you're there and you have dirty clothes and you're like, oh
You'll
man,
figure it out.
you're gonna figure it out, and allowing it to happen. Sign 5. This is funny. They start speaking to you the way you speak to a customer service when your flight's been canceled. Like everything. Like you can just be like, so what do you want for dinner?
Yep.
Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The tone is it's changed from respectful and nice to annoyed, snarky.
Yep. Oh, I mean, and again, cannot say this enough. Do your best not to take this personally.
Yeah.
They are stressed out, and yes, do they sometimes take it out on you? For sure. They're grieving.
Yeah.
Teenagers do this anyway. Like they don't always tell you what's going on in the world.
Mine didn't start this. I mean, this did
This
not
didn't
start this
just
year at
start-
my house.
Yeah.
This started like probably sophomore, junior year.
I was gonna say,
And it was
I
like,
mean,
there were little glimmers of it.
yes, it was like started in 7th, maybe
Yeah.
a little worse in 8th,
Yeah.
9th got, and then it started getting a little bit better, and then it gets. So this is not news to anyone, I don't think.
I talk to parents about this all the time, and I'm like, it's so healthy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you want, because I feel like we get real hooked in, because our generation was like, be respectful.
Yes.
You follow the rules.
Yes.
It's just different. Not saying your kids don't have rules. They do. And
Yeah.
there's a respect, but like there's also a healthiness and them pulling away from you, because it's them ready to do their own thing. They're not going to end up in your basement for the rest of their life, living there. They're going to be productive adults. At one point, hopefully they come back and they're respectful and kind, and
And they appreciate you differently.
yeah, there's a little different appreciation.
Yeah.
You weathered the storm with them.
Yes.
Like, I'm weathering the storm, man. Like, I will be here no matter what the snark is. I'm still going to be here. I will, like, if the snark is a lot, I will say, hey, you know what? I don't appreciate the tone.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm not
I
speaking
agree.
to you. I always say, I don't
I
speak
agree.
to you that way. Please don't speak to me that way.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
other ways to do it.
And the worst is when they're like, you do sometimes speak to me that way. And I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Fair.
There have been times I've
and
done it.
own it and be like, you're absolutely
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
Yes.
Okay, but let's try to keep our tone respectful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a very sarcastic person. My son is very sarcastic. Like,
Yes.
we just have a snark. And I get that snark, but
Yep.
there's another snark that's not quite like that. And
Yes.
like if his voice raises, I'll be like, dude, I'm not raising my voice. Like I'm not raising my voice. Like I'm not yelling. I'm
Yep.
not screaming at you.
That's hard.
He doesn't really scream, but you know,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate you not yelling at me. I don't feel like what I'm doing here is yell worthy.
Yes.
If I was being abusive or cutting your arm off or like
Yeah.
smashing your belongings about, you should be screaming and yelling at me.
Yeah.
All I've asked is there anything I can pick up at the store for you? or
yes.
or like, hey, this is a community space.
Yep.
Get your socks.
Yeah. Pick up.
Please pick up your socks.
Yep.
Or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's ways to do it, but like there's also like, you know, understanding like in your head, like they're grieving.
Yep.
They don't know they're grieving because not one kid's gonna be out there like, you know what, I'm really grieving leaving home. No one's saying that.
No one's saying
it. But they are. And also, you know, understanding like this is a storm we just weathered. This is what you do as a parent. You weather it. You weather it. And if you don't want to do long-term damage to the relationship, like maybe not going back to old patterns, like, no, you will respect me. This is under my roof. This is my house. That doesn't work with this generation. It just doesn't. There's ways to hold accountable, but they're going to want to know reasoning. And there's also weathering like this right now. They're grieving. Let's just try to give them some grace. I ask my kids all the time, like, I'm having a rough week. I need you to give me some grace this week.
Yep.
I'm off my game.
Yes. Sign 6. They become morally opposed to rules as a concept, not just their curfew. Rules as an institution. Somewhere Thomas Jefferson is being quoted incorrect.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. They're going to take everything. They would take stuff out of this podcast and be like, those two professionals said, you have to put up with my bullshit.
Yes.
Not what I'm saying.
No.
But like, they'll take things and twist it around because they're also, you know, like, why would I have rules? I'm getting ready to go to college where I'm going to be fancy free.
Yeah.
You sure are.
Rebelling.
Yeah.
Rebelling is a natural part of like the teenage and again, identity process. So if they're pushing it, I mean, they have been. My guess is if you've been parenting them throughout their teenage years, then you know that rules are something that they test boundaries around. They rebel against them.
Natural.
So
normal.
This is again another like the idea is keep yourself. I think in parenting, we're all trying to like remind ourselves this is normal. You're not like your kid is not going to end up like I don't know like flunking out of college because sometimes you go to the worst case scenario. We can catastrophize. They're going to fail. They're going to come home. They're going to be things are going to be terrible.
Right.
Our goal is to remind yourself, like, I'm going to take this a day at a time. Let's one step this.
And this is as in any other way, this is a developmental step.
It is a step.
And also, like, if your kid fails to launch, they will eventually land where they're supposed to. I fully believe in, like, the universe puts us where we need to be when we need to be there. And I feel like, there's going to be kids out there that have chosen a college because their girlfriend or boyfriend goes there. They chose it because of the status. They chose it maybe not because the gut feeling was, I love this place. Yeah. They might transfer. They might come home and do a gap year. They might just, and it's as a parent, it's like, but this is also part of their process. And kind of respecting, like, they're going to land where they land.
Yes.
Rarely does a kid that's, had history of success and history of, like, doing well, do nothing with their life.
This is the good news, is that no matter what path you take, you can still get to where you need to go. Yeah. So if you take that gap year, if you come home from a school and transfer, it doesn't mean that you are doomed for failure at all.
And they're nothing, maybe, or you're nothing, maybe there's something.
Yes.
Some kids will come home and be like, you know what, I decided, like, I don't like college. I want to be a mechanic, or I want to do something with my hands. I want to build things. I want to make shelves, or whatever it might be.
Yes.
Like, and understand they're going to land where they land, and they're happy. Ultimately, their happiness and feelings of self-worth are the most important.
Yes, I agree with you.
So as parents, why should you not take this personally?
Yes.
It's really hard.
Because it's not about you, it's about them.
Yeah, it's not about you. And as a parent, like, I think wrapping our head around, like, it's not about me.
Nope.
It's about them. And I hear parents, I am selfless. I am this. If you have to tell me, you're probably not. Yeah. And most of us are selfish at times, and that's okay.
We're all self-interested.
Yeah, and so personally not taking this as a personal attack.
No.
You're a terrible parent. No.
No, not at all. This is why it is almost that that rule applies to everything in life. When someone is behaving in a certain way, it is actually not about you.
Nope.
Even if it's aimed at you, it's not about you.
Right.
So that is one of the hardest things to remind yourself of, because it's hard not to be hurt when someone's snarky or sarcastic, or they tell you that they hate everything about you, right? Or your house, or everything you've done ever.
Why are you wearing that?
Yeah.
You think you have the best outfit on ever, and you're like, no, what?
Yeah. I don't want to be anything like you.
Oh.
I mean, so, you know, it's hard not to, but it is really important, because it's what's going on internally for them, and then it comes out of them, just like any of us. So that's the biggest thing around not take it personally.
You're the safest person. I tell parents this all the time. I'm like, you know, like, we have to give them the message that they can do things, but you're also the safest person for them to be who they are being right now.
Yes.
And just, you know, okay, you know, like, I will love you no matter what. Yeah, love you no matter what.
Yes.
Like, you can ignore me. You can think I'm a pain in the ass. You can think also I will always, and that's such a valuable thing for a kid to walk away with. To be like, Mike, inside their hearts, they know, like, no matter what I do, you're going to be here. And there was a study of, like, serial killers and, like, people that have done really horrible crimes.
Yeah.
Most of their mothers are still there for them. Go visit them, talk with them, because somewhere inside that person that's done this really terrible thing is their child.
I know.
And that's I
would go. It wouldn't stop me. I mean,
I would be judged, and I'd be like, you know what? That's my child.
Yeah. And I'd be devastated if they did
my God.
Like kill people. But
that'd be terrible.
But would I show up for them? Absolutely.
For sure.
That's unconditional love.
It's a parent.
Yes.
Okay, so the trick we use, I think, I tell parents all the time, you know, you're the safest person. Don't do things for them because you're giving them a message they can't do it, but also don't engage in the baiting.
No.
They're baiting you.
Do not engage.
Yeah. Your kid's going to pick a fight about, like, the dishwasher loading or what they're actually saying when you're picking a fight is deep down in some cave brain way, I'm terrified of leaving everything I know, and I might cry if you're too nice to me right now, so please be wrong about the dishwasher, and take a step back and be like, oh, okay, you know, like, we were like, forks go face down, don't stab someone with a knife, but that's okay. All right, that's your technique. Okay. Viewing it as a developmental milestone, leave it for college. It's a coping strategy. The soil and the nest for them to leave us. Yes. It's just a coping strategy.
So it's reframing it. Yeah. They're reframing it differently.
It's a grief process. They are grieving everything they know, and that's a big thing.
And they're making it easier for them to leave you, because it is hard for them to leave you. That's, like, underneath it all. What they're saying is this is hard for them. When they're soiling, the harder they soil, it could be that because it's harder for them to go.
Right.
So,
and then, you know, like, not matching their energy, their negative energy.
Not match the energy.
If they're picking a fight, hey, I'm not going to feed into this. I love you. I'm going to bed.
Yep. We'll talk about this tomorrow. You don't want to talk about it right now? Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any question could be answered another day.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, when you deny the argument, try them with the ammunition, secretly know that if you're doing those things, you're not being a putz, you're not being a wuss, you're not being the, you know, the lenient parent.
Nope.
Know that in, like, the next 9 weeks, 12 weeks, 3-4 months, they're going to text you a photo or ask you a question where all of a sudden you're like, I feel needed.
Yep.
Appreciated. Yep. And if they don't, like, you're going to get there at some point.
Yes.
And know, like, if they don't call or ask you about that, they're like, I must have done an outstanding job.
Yeah, right.
They don't need any of my help. They have figured it out.
Yes.
So I think survival strategies for parents.
Yep.
Lower the stakes on everything that isn't actually a big deal. I say this all the time. Pick your battles. Always. Pick your battles.
It's okay if she rolls her eyes. It's okay if you get the big old sigh, some sarcasm.
Terrible at
just
dinner.
Lower the stakes. Yeah.
I'm a terrible cook.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Number 2, find your people.
Yeah.
Other parents are doing the same thing. They're in the trenches with you. It is nothing like having another person that you can just kind of commiserate with, vent about things, like what maybe those statements are that you're hearing, those phrases, and just enjoy, like, just laugh. Yeah. You're not alone.
Laugh about it. It is humorous. Some of their requests and statements, you're just like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Like, that's hilarious. Keep doing the connective stuff. And that's what we were talking about. Yeah. Not the confrontational, but the connective, like, you know, sending them a text or sending them a letter or sending them cookies. Maybe you don't even write any message in. You know, if you write a message, it's going to annoy them. Just send them cookies. Yes. Maybe a DoorDash them something. You know, something like that to keep it connected. Lower stakes than face-to-face stuff. Like, this is all things you can do.
Yes.
That goes, hey, idea. Like, I mean, last Saturday I got my son, he likes bougie pizza. He's
Yeah.
not a bougie person. He likes bougie pizza that he can't afford. I bought him a pizza and wings because I'm like, I know he loves this. I'm just going to leave it downstairs.
Oh yeah, mine would like Starbucks.
Oh my gosh.
Like even if your kid's not even going to college, sometimes if you're like, but you have a teenager, I just want to do something a little nice. I will offer going to get Starbucks because they know I can't stand paying that much for those drinks. But
right.
every now and then I might just drop it off and be like, here you go. And they just are like, thanks.
And when you do this, it can't be like, here's a pizza. No, what are you going to do about it? Did you schedule your classes? You can't do any of that. You just drop it.
Just drop it.
Hey, thinking of you.
Yes.
Boom, out the door. Because that's going to sit with them like,
yes. Yes.
She didn't nag me.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 4, document the good moments, take the photos, save the weird voice memo. Because in 6 weeks, you're going to miss the door slams so much, it will physically hurt. And that's insane. But it's true.
It will.
Yeah.
I'll probably wander around my basement.
Yeah. Just to...
where he used to sit.
Yeah. Yes.
I might sit in his chair with his, like, Rocky Balboa, Italian stallion, like, robe on. I don't know. I might be a weirdo and do that. I'm not going to... I'll own it, of course.
Yes.
And tell you that's what I did. Or maybe I'll put a Lego set together. Like, it's a grief and mourning for you, too.
Yes. Agree. Yep.
Number 5, remember that this is temporary. Most of the research and most of the therapist's anecdotal wisdom on this says the friction peaks right before the goodbye. And then plot twist gets so much better once they're gone. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. And if it doesn't immediately, that's okay too.
Yep.
But like, no, like this is like all like, not permanent.
It's all not permanent.
I can't think of the word I'm looking for. This is
temporary.
This is temporary.
Well, look, guys, thanks so much. I'm sorry for tuning in to today's episode of Fit Mind Chats. We'll see you next Monday for another session. If you have a question or you want a topic covered, follow us on Facebook, Fit Mind Cleveland, and message us. If you'd like to seek out therapy services, go to our website at fitmindcleveland.com and contact us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. And if you have some snarky statements, we'd love to hear them.